Hi everyone and welcome back to Exercises Coaching on Demand. I'm Rebekah and today what we're going to be working on is practicing our threes and our volleying technique that we've worked on in previous sessions and taking those skills into a fun little game that you can set up and play with someone at home. Let's go.
Remembering when we are doing our threes that we're always staying up on our toes, we're keeping our hips open and we're using our laces to connect with the ball. Remembering we're using our laces to strike the ball and we're trying to hit the ball at its highest point so we're not getting that backspin coming back off the ball.
Once we're confident with that one, let's see how many sets we can do without letting the ball bounce at all in between.
Remembering when we're doing our threes that we're trying to get that third ball up nice above our head and that whatever foot that we kicked it up with, we're using the alternate foot when it comes back down. As we start to master our threes, can we challenge ourselves a bit more and try and do threes to our thigh? So as we go up on that third one, it then comes down and we use our thigh to control it back down to keep going. Another challenge we can also do is doing threes to the chest. So same with the thigh, except we're now using our chest to control it.
Keep practicing until you can get really confident with doing each of those different kind of techniques. I'm also just going to show you a quick recap of how we want to volley with our inside of our foot, our laces, using our thigh to control the ball and using our chest to control the ball as well.
When we're doing any of these volleying techniques, remember that we always need to be up on our toes, and when we're using the instep, we're turning our body and we're getting nice power in behind the ball. When we're using our laces, make sure we have a nice firm ankle and our toes are pointing down and we're really punching through that ball.
So when we're doing this, we're trying to use our thigh as a cushion to get the ball back down to our other foot. So when it comes in, we don't want you pushing the ball up super high. We want to see if you can control it down and be up on your toes and get it back nice and firm. So just to repeat again, not up super high. We want to try and control it down to our feet to make it easier for ourselves.
When we're using our chest to control the ball, we're trying to just take a nice soft touch to get it down nicely to our feet so we can volley it back with our laces.
Okay, so the game that we've set up here to play is soccer tennis. So you need to make two little squares. There's a blue square here, a blue square here, and this is kind of the line across the middle. Come up with your rules with you and your partner. So I'm playing here with my dad John, and we're going to say the ball has to be at least knee height before it crosses over the centre line. So this is my square, that's dad's square. So the rules of the game are that I have to get the ball in 3 touches or less back across to dad's side. If the ball goes outside the square, that's a point to dad. If dad kicks the ball and it goes outside my square, it's a point to me. So start off nice and simple, and you can have a bounce between each touch if you need to. Serve to start. So that there would be a point to dad. And so you keep playing for as many points as you would like. As you start to get better, introduce only having one bounce each time it comes into your square. So now as soon as I touch the ball, I can't let the ball bounce again before I transfer it back to dad's square. Has to bounce on the serve.
Sorry. Point to Rebekah.
Point to me.
While we're playing this game, can we focus on our technique? So when we're passing it with our laces, can we make sure we're locking that ankle nice and firm? When we're coming up to control it on our thigh, can we make sure it's a nice touch down to our feet so it's easy for us to play it back across? Remembering to always be on your toes while you're playing.
Point to John. A progression you can do with this to practice your threes is that each time the ball comes over, you have to do a set of threes before you can transfer it back. So if dad was to serve, interference.
Might need to prune that tree, eh?
Now as we're practicing our threes while we play, make sure you're focusing on your technique. We're using our laces, our hips are open, and we're trying to get as little backspin as possible on that ball. That third ball that goes over, make it nice and higher as that's your transfer across.
Point to dad. So, keep practicing and keep playing this game until you have a winner. As you're going, you can make up your own rules between you and your partner. So we might say maximum 2 touch, no bounce, 4 touches, whatever you want, but keep going and say you'll play up to like 11. So if me and Dad were to play with it, say maximum 2 touches.
It's really important while we're playing that we're always up on our toes so we can adjust any kind of ball that gets sent across to us. Try and work on using all the different parts of your body that you've been using to control the ball, and see as you get more comfortable how challenging you can make it for yourself.
Point to me.
Hey!
Serve to start. Point to me. My serve.
Out!
So this is a really fun, easy game that you can play, practice at home with someone that you're isolating, and it's a really good way to get those techniques of threes and our volley and control into practice as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're safe, happy and healthy at home.